So here we are actually entering the Pokemon Center at the EUIC, and we've just been in the queue that you point to the time slots, and the first thing you do is see this giant Pikachu before literally joining another queue. As you can see here, it's queue followed by queue followed by queue, and this was on Friday morning at around 11:15, so fairly quiet. And we've got a nice little infinity mirror here and a small map here, but it also does show you the size of the Pokemon Center and how big it is. Left hand side of the queue, as you go all the way through to the right, at the top there you'll see all the stalls, etc., and then the tills at the very end with the Battle Lab and Discover Lab in the middle. Nice little Pikachu here, and this is the other small queue literally just before you enter the Pokemon Center, which, as you can see, on Friday morning wasn't too busy and too long to get into. Now naturally, as you can see, this is at normal height, and I'm about to enter the Pokemon Center and I'm pointing at the floor, and I have absolutely no idea why I did this, but I clearly wasn't thinking this through. But we have now entered the Pokemon Center, and on the right hand side here, some exclusive stuff, as you're about to see. This is the Coin and Dice exclusive, which is the Armories and Sevelage, which is kind of one of the big themes of the exclusive products. And as you can see, in all its glory, which is about $34.99. We've got the map posters here. I can't remember what they are of, and we've got to me, the better posters, which literally within a day, Gengar, Charizard, Snarks all went. It was pretty much only the Slowpoke and Sphere left within a day, because I went back the next day. So the Gengar won here, and naturally I love Gengar. Throughout all of the Pokemon Center, it had the Pokeballs from the Wand Company, and one day I'll be able to collect all of them, but not now. Here we have another exclusive item, which is the deck box, and this is the double deck box, as you can see here. One per customer, and again, same with the sleeves, exactly the same artwork for all of it. And some lovely wall decorations here, 60 quid, slightly out of my budget. And you'll see more of these balls throughout it, including the mini Pokeball, which I didn't realise there's actually a shelf to the left of me, which has all of these. I just found some random ones that were currently being restocked. Here we go. And above them we have the little figurines here, which are actually really cool. But again, these sold out literally within 24 hours. I do like the Pikachu on the Snorlax, even though the Snorlax is looking a bit flat. And we come to the luxury ball, and this is my favourite Pokeball, so one day I will definitely get one of them. There's a couple of glass cabinets around, and in this one in particular we had the figurines, so the Arceus there, what was that, the Leon and Charizard, obviously a chess set, and the chess set behind there is different to the one last year. Last year's one was about 350 quid and slightly different bits and pieces on top of it. This one's only at a nice, cheaper £200 price target, which, most of us can afford, right? Maybe. But as you can see from it, the actual pieces are really lovely, and another fact, it's got the magic cop as the prawns and little drawer to place them. It's actually really nice, and as you can see, the price target there. I would love to get this if I could afford it. Dragapult here, and then my favourite part of all of it, which is the Latias and Latios. Now, unlike last year, they didn't put any limits on this. They had plenty of the mats, and you'll see this at the end. And here we go, the Pokemon TCG section. So they had ETB, so this is the Scarlet and Violet era here. There's a mix of normal and Pokemon Center exclusives, some decks here. Don't know why they're still selling these when they're sort of outdated with the rotation, but you can get these on this website anyway. This is one of my favourite shelves, just the way it looks, with all the Paldean Fates and the boxes and the Paldea Partner boxes, as you can see now, which are kind of been forgotten a little bit. So when I go down in price, I might pick them up for myself. And then we go into this Sword and Shield era, and naturally I was very tempted to get some Fusion Strike Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, because we all know I want to get that Gengar, but 50 quid for something that I could get on the website at a later point, I thought I'd wait. And these are cool. These are from the World Championship last year. I didn't actually pick up any of these, but these are a nice little memento from 2023. So if you can get them, I would definitely recommend them. And the last sort of big display on this TCG side was the tins and some of the collection boxes. Again, very nice there, including the new collection box, which has the collector's chest. This classic one here, sorry, the game classic one, decks in it, and you'll see a little glass window here of what's inside if you've never seen it before, which is actually pretty cool in person. It does show the size of it, to be fair. There's lots of sleeves around. Most of this is on the Pokemon site. However, there's some Eevee sleeves which I just had to pick up. It's got Eevee in it, and then above it and below it is the Evolutions. And I thought, actually, of all the artworks on the sleeves, this one was pretty amazing. So I had to pick one of these up. And we have more Paldean Fates tins. Nice price, actually, bear in mind it's from the Pokemon Center. And like I said, more sleeves. We've got a Pikachu one here. There's also a Pikachu one that's sort of like in black with some writing on it, as you can see in front of you here. Again, nice artwork. I'm not sure if these are on the Pokemon website, but definitely double check that, as they might be on there. And in fact, some of this stuff might all go on there afterwards. Garchomp's my brother's favourite Pokemon, so he picked that up. The play mat and the deck box, I believe, or sleeves. I can't remember these days. It felt like so long ago, even though it was literally the other day. But these items in particular that you're seeing now are all on the Pokemon Center. And one of my favourite bits about this was the Sword and Shield era that's in sleeve packs, which is amazing. And naturally we had to follow some of these, and I think it's because I didn't want to get any kids in this filming, because that is wrong. So here we have all the Pokeballs from the one company in an absolutely lovely display. So let me know in the comments down below which one's your favourite, and if you share Luxury Ball with myself. And just to the right of that, we have some of the skateboards. That's right, the Bearwalker skateboards with the Pikachu, Raichu, and the Pichu Evolution line. Not for me, but do look really cool in person. And some lovely other items here, which I can't remember what they are, apart from the rucksacks. There's plenty of clothing around. You're seeing this. Some of it is definitely for me. That's the fossil watches there. These do look cool, but I definitely wasn't going to pick them up personally. So what do you have around here? So this is more of the exclusive stuff. So here we have the lanyard with the pins on it for about £30. Actually, it's got Gengar on it, so naturally I might have picked it up, as you'll see towards the end. And of course, we got even more exclusives. I'm so glad that Gengar was a big part of this. So we have the Championship Gengar pin here, and I picked up maybe more than one, and for a giveaway later on, so make sure you stay to the end as you'll find that out. Here we had the most expensive pen I've ever seen, £8 for a plastic pen, which definitely isn't that good. And the little notepad here, which not for me, but was actually quite a nice little pickup for some people. Some stickers here, which also had Gengar, but I couldn't justify the cost of it for one sticker of Gengar, even though Gengar's my favourite. You could argue it's also the same with the postcards. Again, the artwork, the fact it's Gengar, you know, I really wanted to, but obviously I had a budget. I couldn't spend too much money, unfortunately. More exclusives here. So we've got the keyring. Actually, this keyring was really nice. The championship logo, and then you've got the Armor and Servalege. And again, more Gengar. Fridge magnet. Only problem is my fridge is a tiny fridge, and so no. And the official EUIC 2024 pin. Don't know what I'm doing with the camera there, but hey ho. Oh, and the Armor Rouge one. I knew there was another one. And we have the mug, and again, it's actually a really nice looking mug, and there's a Team Rocket one later on, but no, I couldn't justify that. Now we're getting some nice bits of clothing. I'm not a cap guy personally, but again, Gengar. It was so frustrating. I really wanted to pick it up. Actually, quite a lot of the clothes at this were really nice. Unfortunately, a lot was out of my budget. Apart from, that's right, the Gengar tops. I mean, I may or may not have picked one up, and you'll find out at the end of the video when I do like a mini unboxing, unbagging. So let's go with unboxing. Definitely unboxing. And I'll show you what I got, but I might have picked up one of these items because it's Gengar, guys. So now we move on to the plushie section, and well, coming up to my 1 year anniversary and stuff, I saw some of the wedding stuff. These are quite cute, some of these plushies. And the weird thing is, look, when you see all these plushies, literally, you can see how busy it is. Within 24 hours, because I went on Saturday again because my brother couldn't make the Friday. So much of this had gone in 24 hours. It's actually crazy the amount that had gone, especially the Sitting Cuties wall, which you'll see in a second, I can't even get to. But this is a Gengar onesie. Maybe I'll get one, maybe a cheaper version for Halloween this year. But as you can see, so there's lots of plushies around. Some of these were bare literally on the Saturday. It's crazy. Partly because none of this is limited. So I hope if you were there, you only picked up for yourself and not to scalp and sell on, which I know unfortunately some people did. But it definitely wasn't like last year, as last year was definitely out of hand, and yeah, well, let's not get into that too much. But as you can see, there's some lovely plushies around. I think pretty much all of them are on the Pokemon Center. So if you were here at the weekend just gone, it wasn't too bad. You could pick up most of the stuff, but not everything on the website that was here. These aren't quite plushies, but we're in the plushie section. Nice little Christmas stuff. I know it's not quite Christmas, but hey, if you've ever been to, say, Disney, they sell Christmas all year round. So why can't Pokemon, eh? Why can't Pokemon? I can't even remember what this Pokemon's called. Wow. It's one of the first partner Pokemon from a certain generation, and my mind's gone blank, guys. So we're just gonna... You can correct me in the comments down below why I don't know what I'm talking about. But Enamorous, there you go. I've got one. And this is actually quite a cool Pokemon, but maybe not as a plushie. I don't know why. Some Pokemon work as plushies better than others. Yeah, that Lilligant at the bottom. And Arceus, which actually took me a lot longer to stand up than it should have. That was only a few seconds. Trust me, it took me forever. A Lonely Hisuian Arcanine. Oh wait, and there's his friend. I don't know why it's by itself. I don't know why it's quite a popular Pokemon. And here we go for the Squishmallow. And I had to double check this was the official Pokemon Center one, which it is because there's a little embroidery bit at the bottom there. So actually quite cool Squishmallow to add to your collection if you can afford it. And caveat everything, if you ever go to these events in the future, only get what you can afford. Don't just buy for the sake of buying just because you're there. Anyone for a Pokeball? I mean, I could do a video of these, but I thought maybe not now. And we've got Palkia and a Mewtwo, and someone else is struggling to... Yep, just leave that there. And we come to the big section, which you've probably seen on their socials. The two big center bits, which had their big Pokemon plushies. The Sphere, I think, was new. You've got the Altaria, the Wailmer, the Slowpoke, and of course this massive Piplup, which I think is around £300. It is a cool Piplup to get there. As you can see the price, £300. The Lucario, which might even be a backpack, looks a bit weird to me sitting there. And the Arcanine, which is a good boy. And I did literally say that as I walked past, and I don't know why. But it is a cool Pokemon. Plushie again, £400, slightly on my budget. And this is the Sitting Cutie wall. And as you can see, I can barely get through. It was probably the busiest bit on both days. So I walked away and came to some of the other bits of clothing that's sort of around the corner. Here we have the championship bag itself, the rucksack. Again, cool rucksack. Not for me, unfortunately, but it is a cool rucksack. And there's quite a lot of them because there were limits on the exclusive stuff, which was much better than last year. Trust me, so much better. The reason why I picked the smaller up there was not for me, it was for someone else. Otherwise, seems a bit random that I just picked that up. And these were quite cool, these little tops, and it has some of the characters and their Pokemon on it. And I can't remember all the names because I wasn't around for half these. But it's got what you would associate their sort of their partner Pokemon with them, which is quite cool. And then around the corner from that, we have some other t-shirts and like some tie-dye t-shirts, which, to be fair, look pretty cool. Again, don't buy for the sake of it, only buy if you really want it. So I kind of left them where they were. And to the left here, we've got some of the Mew and Mewtwo, which again, some fan favourites in terms of Pokemon. Tucked away in the corner, probably one of the quietest sections of the entire pop-up is the Team Rocket section. So you've got a lot of clothing here in particular. It's a very stylish clothing, to be fair, compared to a lot of the other stuff that you would actually probably wear. And if it wasn't Team Rocket as such, and Pokemon, a lot more people would probably wear this. There's some amazing hoodies here, slightly out of my price range. Oh, and even another mug. I did like these tops just here, this white one, but again, the price of it's too much. And a nice Team Rocket skateboard. One day I get one of them. And at the very end, after you've all paid for everything, there's some extra cabinets to show you some more bits and pieces that's either new or coming to the Pokemon Center. So this is more of the sort of Japanese themed items, and obviously the Tatsugiri in particular. And this is some of the new stuff coming out. So that deck box there, the Pikachu one, was exclusive to Japan, might be coming out to the Pokemon Center. And then we've got some of the Dragon stuff that is coming out, so the badges at the back there and at the front, with a gibble over the top of it. So yeah, nice badges there, the Dragon stuff that's coming soon apparently. And around the corner we have some of the bookends and the Ogerpon, which is definitely something I know is an instant fan favourite, and a Snorlax candle holder at the top. Right then, so here it is, guys. This is the pickup from the Pokemon Center. So I'll just quickly go through it. This is the bag I got, which is the biggest. There are other versions of the bag, Pikachu bags, etc. But this is the big one. This is the Snorlax ones. I'm going to put it behind me and grab out what I got. So I'll start off the biggest item, and that is the Gengar poster. So I didn't actually buy this, to be fair. This was from Will, editor guy that you may or may not have heard of on the channel. But he bought this as a present. And that's partly because I bought this out last year at the 2023 EUIC. So he picked this up for me, and I'm so glad, because I wasn't going to pick it up, believe it or not, due to price and thinking maybe Saturday. And then it sold out. So I'm so glad I got this. I don't know where I'm going to put it. And one day when I have a proper setup and an actual studio room, this will definitely be there 100%. Next up here we have the coin and dice, which I'm not going to open. I actually want to keep this sealed. But this is just like the size of it in terms of my hand. I would say size of it against my head, but I have a tiny head, so actually that probably doesn't work as well as you think for size comparison. But yeah, so I picked this up as well. Next up, we have two sets of sleeves. So we have the exclusive one for the event, so the Serral Edge Armories, like I mentioned, and then we have the lovely, which is my favorite, the EV sleeves. And literally, as you can see, just look how cool these are, guys. I don't know why, they're just really cool cards. Card sleeves. Wow, I really can't remember what's going on these days. And then before we go any further, that is right, I have got the Gengar pin. As you can see, it's a lovely pin here. And you'll notice I have two. Why is that, you may ask? I know you are asking, let's face it, I would. One's for me, but this one right here, guys, is for one of you. That is right, it is today's giveaway. I told you it'd be a small giveaway for this one. So, if you're interested in winning one of these, all you got to do is obviously subscribe to the channel, like the video, put down below in the comments what is your favourite Pokeball. I know I mentioned it earlier, so let's stick with that. What is your favourite Pokeball from the one company or in general? Let me know, and I will be revealing the winner of this in a few weeks' time. So get to it. Sticking with the exclusives, we have the Lanyard here. So as you can see, it's quite in terms of like size, it's quite a big Lanyard, and it's got the pins on it. So it comes with the pins. Doesn't always do this, but this is actually really nice. So we've got one of these, and here we go, guys. The pièce de résistance is the playmats. And now I will open this up. The playmats from the Pokemon Center, the exclusives, all come in a bag, as you can see. So this is the bag, but it comes in, keeps it nice and safe and dust free. And this is the playmat in the little film. And if you give me half an hour, I will open this. Okay, it literally slides out. Okay, we won't struggle. So I'm going to cover up my face. He says, as you can see, guys, how cool is that as a playmat? That is amazing. There you go. Like that is the playmat. I mean, compared to the 2023 one with obviously the Evolution, which hardly anyone got. Not that I'm still bitter about that. It's not exactly the same. It's actually a really nice playmat. So I'm so glad I could get one of those, and I'm so glad I put a limit on it because it made sure everyone could get it. So well done, Pokemon Center. And we're going to pull it back into its nice little thing, and it even has a little clip here, as you can see. So actually really nice job from the Pokemon Center. Before we get into the last item itself, like I said, one of my favorite bits on it was the sleeve booster packs. And the reason why I say that is, if you've been living under a rock, you might not know this, but a lot of the Sword and Shield sets are going up in value and being sold out a bit too much, if you ask me, and a bit, yeah, I don't think it's fully justified, especially when, at least in the UK, you can still get booster boxes at a decent price. However, as you can see here, so I've got about 10 sleeves, 6 Fusion Strike and 4 Shining Rain, because I believe, as he struggles to fan these out like an absolute pro, so I just have these instead. So I've got 10 here, and these will be for a future video. So I will not be opening them in today's video, but keep an eye out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because you'll be seeing these be open at some point. And the very last item, as you can see, is the jumper, is the sweatshirts. So I will open this up for us. Again, I can't open up plastic stuff, and oh guys, it's literally, it makes it nice and easy for you there. Who would have guessed it, eh? That it actually has bit that unfolds it. I don't even know if you can hear me because I just realized I opened it up next to. Here we go, guys. It is the amazing Gengar in all its glory, in a sweatshirt, Pokemon Champion. I mean, what more could you want? And I will definitely be wearing this in a future videos. So there you have it, guys. That is the Pokemon Center 2024 at the EUIC Championship. Thank you so much for getting this far. If you love this video, I'm trying to do more of these styles. There's more videos to come from the EUIC, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next one. Take care, guys.